So this is me, about 6 years ago. I was a huge University of Texas fan, and I would go to the game every Saturday with my friends. But I moved away, and I never got to have that experience of being at the stadium like I used to. Fast forward to 2014, and I'm in a tiny South Korean room working on virtual reality, and I can watch the game, but it's on a stream, and I have my friends on Skype. The experience is not nearly the same. I have the headset in my hand that day, and at 3 in the morning, it hits me. Virtual reality actually has everything I could ever need to be able to re-experience that stadium without having to be there, and I can actually bring my friends there. But nobody's actually building that right now. I call up my brother Fabrice, my co-founder and an Emmy Award producer, and we get to work. A year later, pretty much today, we actually have a product that could really shape the future of sports watching. Now, virtual reality isn't something that'll happen far away from now. It's actually starting today. Google recently announced that their Google Cardboard mobile application has already been downloaded by over 15 million people, far outpacing any expectations for the past year. And that's just one application for one headset among the dozen or so about to be available. So let me show you what that actually looks like. Demo, please. And here you go.
Looping towards Mangala.
Okay, so I have a live feed in front of me. I have a Jumbotron, which is the actual TV feed. And I have a virtual suite behind me. I can actually change camera at will and catch the action from the best angle at any time. I can actually hang out in here with my friends in virtual space, and we can talk to each other over VoIP. More than that, though, we actually have live statistics that we can pull up at will and talk over. So I can actually trash talk his best fan, his best player, with actual data behind it. And more than that, I can actually go to the back of the room and hang out in our virtual space to watch highlights and replays. And we can actually switch camera angles at wills between replay. This is some of the many features that are coming in the future. And now I'll pass it off to me here. Back to the deck.
So the great thing about our backend is that we work using existing production workflows. All we need to create an immersive experience is a standard broadcast camera, an off-the-shelf fisheye lens, and a strategic vantage point in the stadium. We don't even need an operator because our cameras don't pan or zoom. Sorry. The main thing in this case is that we use existing OTT mobile streaming platforms. So all the same encoders, the same graphics engines that work with existing mobile platforms. Next, we thought about everything that we'd want at our disposal while watching a game. And that is how we came up with the idea of the ultimate fan cave. Since our CTO and creative directors have award-winning backgrounds in game development and design, we started using Unity, which is a gaming engine, to create a 3D suite that has everything that you would want at your disposal right around you. It also allows us the flexibility to integrate and add new features at will, just like potentially Maestro or Fan Mode or a few of the other technologies that you're going to see out here right now. Now, we understand that virtual reality can be an isolating experience. Let's face it, wearing a headset over your head for 15 minutes can feel a little bit lonely in there. So that's why we brought in the multiplayer functionality, something that gamers have been using for over a decade. That is exactly what Andre just showed to you right now. I'm not here telling you what can be possible. We have already proven our capabilities using multiple proof of concepts. In less than a year, we have worked with the likes of Sky Sports, BT, Manchester City, French Open Tennis. This summer, we will be streaming the Roland Garros Tennis Open live with Eurosport. And we are just getting started. With 3 live streams under our belt and a dozen more planned over the next couple of months, we are pretty confident that we are well on our way to revolutionize the future of home sports watching. If you like what you see, I urge you to see the demo because it's nothing compared to what you just saw there. You can check us out outside. You can also find more information about us at www.livelikevr.com. Thank you.
All right. Great demo. Very cool stuff. Judges, who wants to go first? And I'll jump in. I know, Mike, you have a background in VR. What do you think about this?
I love this.
Right.
This is a killer app. This is how I want to watch sports. This is how everyone's going to watch sports. At the end, when you say you have to try this to believe it, it's absolutely true. If you have not tried VR, maybe these guys are the ones to show you.
Thank you.
You did say that nobody's building this. Actually, there are dozens of companies building this. Be careful about that in particular, because what will win is not necessarily being first or having a couple of clients. What will win is the best experience for the fan and the best partnerships with your leagues. So the question again is still defensibility. You do have a lot of competitors. It's an amazing idea. It's going to anybody here who's an owner of a team in any way, whether it's direct or you're a stakeholder, you made a great investment prior to VR, because it's going to have the biggest impact, I think, on your leagues. So how do you capture more of that market, and how do you stay ahead as everyone realizes how good an idea this is and jumps in?
So there are three specific elements in answering the defensibility question. First one is the design of the core architecture. We are the only ones who are taking a gamer's view towards virtual reality. Most of the VR platforms out there, as amazing as they are TV guys coming into VR, and there's a complementary element in there. So we are focusing on building the best experience possible. We are capture agnostic, so if there's someone else who's capturing in 3D or 360, we can easily integrate that into the platform. And that's a key element. And we have had other people focus on specifically asking that, whether we can partner with them for a combined experience. And that's what we are perfectly open to. The second is the team has been designed or brought together with specific key elements. There's a TV producer who's an Emmy Award winner. There's game designers and game developers out there, and people from sports technology background who understand how to use stats and data all together. And third thing is going to have to just keep developing the product and keep innovating faster than anyone else out there. Hopefully, with partnerships that we have, we'll learn as we go along with it.
So you said you've had 3 live streams under your belt. How has that worked? How did you get them? Were they happy? Are they re-upping? And if Twitch came to you and offered, or Amazon Twitch came to you and offered you, would you sell at a valuation that made you happy and just say they're the ideal partner?
Well, first of all, we're only a year old, so we're not that thinking that far so far.
Let me rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Twitch seems like an opportunity for this to blow out.
Sure.
And do you agree with that?
I mean, sure. There's many different partners that could use this.
Yep.
Twitch is definitely one of them, and we're definitely interested in also esports vertical. So we're not just focused on full sports. That being said, we are very different from Twitch, and there was several questions in there. I'm trying to answer first.
About that.
That's totally fine.
I'm a bad judge.
No, that's not true. Take it back.
No.
Let's go back to the other question. You've had 3 live streams.
Yeah.
How has that worked? Are they gonna? Do they want to do it again? What's the experience been like?
Yeah, we're definitely doing other tests with the same partners, Sky and BT. When we did the French Tennis Open last year, and we're doing it again. Last year was more of a small setting. This year is going to be full-blown public thing. So yes, they're coming back to us. We're not yet at the point where we're doing full seasons or every single court at the French Tennis Open, but that's also because the adoption rate of the headsets isn't there yet. We're not actually pushing for these full-time contracts yet. Right now, we're really working on proving to everybody that we have a solution that works and that will eventually be able to bring users week after week or event after event as a reliable solution for watching sports together.
You've done 3 tests. They've all re-upped. They all love it. They're making it better, and they're going to start paying you at some point.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, the main thing is also
Hopefully.
they are referring us to the other broadcasters. That's a key element as well.
Yeah.
And what is your revenue model?
So we have 3 streams. First is the licensing, a SaaS-based play for broadcasters. Second is going to be revenue sharing, because there's a lot of augmented advertising and new ad units that we can create using virtual reality as a medium. So any incremental revenues that can be brought into the app purely because of our app is something that we would look at. And third, as with most gaming platforms out there, in-app purchases become a key part. Integrations for ticketing, integrations for e-commerce, all of those things become possible out there. We are still exploring. The product allows the business model to be flexible enough.
Can you partner with the first company we saw, First Mission, to do to get on the player's view for VR, and then the second company we saw to get a dashboard so that
Yeah.
That's
No,
exactly right.
And then you
It's-
should partner with Altspace, who does the kind of stadiums that you
avatars.
have. They've already
Yeah.
built that technology.
Yeah.
You should partner with Vantage to do the live streaming. You should partner with Chat Sports to do the reporting. I've
Yeah.
got 10 more for you. Don't build it all. It's
No,
out
it's,
there.
I mean, we're
Build the
definitely on the
ecosystem.
same.
Do not hire this guy as your head of business development. You'll collapse
No,
in about
but
2 weeks.
we're very much
Have
on
a
the
nervous
same
breakdown.
wavelength here. We're thinking about the same thing. We don't want to build all of these sports features ourselves because each of them are individual businesses. We really want to build open-ended APIs to be able
Even
to
though you're
integrate these solutions into our
And the NFL to be your anchor
Yeah.
client.
And you as our investor.
As
to help
an
drive this.
investor.
We're
Talk
about
to
out of
Roger for
time.
us.
Sounds like you guys have some stuff to talk about later. But that was LiveLike. Great presentation, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much.